We're out exploring some of the most beautiful cruising grounds in the world, and after a few days on Cortes Island, we're about to be on our way to the Octopus Islands, a group of islands where we have never been but have heard nothing but amazing things about. The only problem is that in order to reach these islands, we need to traverse some of the most dangerous currents in the world.
Oh boy.
Now, we have experience with tidal passages. We've experienced timing them, sailing them, and planning for them. But these tidal passages are something else. Not only are they quick and dangerous, but the time change between zero current and potential danger can be as short as 5 minutes. That does not leave a lot of room for error. To reach the Octopus Islands, we had the choice of 3 current passages. Each of them has its pros and cons, and each of them has to be timed precisely in order to be safe. The first option was Seymore Narrows. We've taken you through here before. It's the largest of the 3, but it also would have meant that we'd have to time a second set of rapids just north of the Octopus Islands and take a long detour around Cortes Island. The second option was Surge Narrows in Beasley Passage. It was our closest option, but also the one with the shortest time period to transit and with the narrowest width. It's so narrow, in fact, that if we were to get there at the same time as a bigger boat, we might not make it through. So we opted for the third option, Hole in the Wall. Hole in the Wall is aptly named because it's a narrow passage between 2 very steep islands. Currents flow very quickly through here, but not as quickly or for as short of time as in Surge Narrows, and transiting through there would lead us directly to the Octopus Islands. Currents through Hole in the Wall can run over 10 knots, and as a reference for all of you non-sailors out there, we can only motor at a top speed of 6.5 knots, with zero current working against us. Some quick math will tell you that you aren't going to be able to motor against anything here at full flood. I'm Taryn, this is Logan, this is Max, and this is our beautiful boat. This summer we're also traveling with our friends May and Marty and their dog Pepper on their boat Wind Gypsy. Our goal is to make it to our favorite place, Mackenzie Sound in the Northern Broughtons. Once we're there, we can relax in nature, fish, forage, and preserve some of our favorite foods, and finally get back to living the life we want to live. We left Cortes Island with plenty of time to make it to the rapids, because we just weren't sure how long it was going to take us to get there. If we arrived early, there was a small bay before the rapids that we could anchor up in for a while. But if we arrived late, we were going to be waiting another 6 hours for slack and be fighting a current. So we're almost at Hole in the Wall, or the pass anyway that leads to Hole in the Wall, but we're super early. So we just have a line out and we're trying to catch a salmon, which we may or may not catch. I guess we'll see. Currents are influenced by 2 main things. The first is the gravitational pull of both the moon and the sun. Currents are the strongest and largest in the couple of days before and after the full and new moons, because these are the times when the gravitational pull of both of these celestial bodies are in line with one another. The rest of the month they're pulling the water at opposite angles, which means the water doesn't move as much and therefore the currents are smaller. We, of course, we're going to be transiting the rapids on the day before the new moon, one of the largest current days of the month. The second influence on currents is topography. As you can see here, things get pretty narrow and also a bit shallow through Hole in the Wall. This means that all the water that is on either side of that channel gets forced through this small space. In order for that water to go through, it has to move a lot faster than it was before reaching that spot. How are you feeling?
Tired.
Are you a little nervous about this? No?
No, not really.
So we're following Marty and May into Hole in the Wall and the rapids that are part of Hole in the Wall. And we're, I don't know, a few nautical miles away and about an hour, no, less than an hour, 45 minutes away from slack at the Hole in the Wall. We're very much trusting that Marty and May know what they're doing and that they're going to lead us there on time. But I mean, they've never led us astray before, right? So we should be fine. They've gone through here numerous times and been more than fine, so I think we'll be okay, but there is always the risk that we're going to end up in a whirlpool or in a nasty bit of water that takes our keel the wrong direction. Only time will tell, I guess. Honestly, more unnerving than the currents that we encountered were these intense gusts of wind that came off the mountains from every direction. We would go from 0 knots to getting hit with 20 knots on the beam, or on the stern, or on the bow. If we had any kind of sail up, we would have been in some sketchy situations. Navionics luckily has a current marker right at the rapids, which makes it very easy to plan your transit through this section. But as you can see in this video, even a few minutes can make a huge difference when transiting the pass.
We are trying to go through hole in the wall against the current. We're 10 minutes early, but it's actually looking really good. It's just, I couldn't imagine trying to go through here at full flood or full ebb. It'd be wild.
We weren't moving around this much because of Logan's steering funny. We were moving around this much because this is how the current was pulling us back and forth.
Lots of catabatics right now, so like it's gotten really quite windy.
And from like 3 different directions.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's hard to keep my hat on. Just watching me and Marty's boat just get taken wherever. It's gone zigzag back and forth across the channel here, because oh boy.
What was that?
Current. I'm just trying to stay in the deepest part of the channel, but it's quite hard to do.
Well, Logan, we officially made it through.
We did. We made it through hole in the wall. Woo.
Was it a little stressful?
No, I mean, I kind of knew what to expect going through there already because I've been through there before. Definitely interesting in a sailboat, and with the wind was pretty cool.
So what's the difference between going through there in a sailboat and going through there in a powerboat?
Well, powerboat, every one that I've been through there in is a planing hull, so you're up on top of the water instead of down in it. So it's very different. Sailboat with the keel, the current drags you around a bit, and you end up going quite sideways to where you want to head. But with the powerboat, you just kind of skip over the surface, and then when you hit the opposing current, it tries to throw you out of the seat.
No big deal. are just about to head out of the anchorage here and go show you those super cool rapids that we were talking about that we went through. The hole in the wall. And we're gonna get a drone up to show you exactly what it looks like. That was a seal. That is crazy loud. He's been doing that all morning. Anyway, let's get going. So we're on the far side of the island here. Logan's just letting Max go in the water so we can cool down a bit, but not letting him swim because the current is big right there, and you can hear it over there. There's overfalls. Over there, there's even more overfalls, which are absolutely terrifying looking. There's a boat going through them right now, but they've got a motor that's much bigger than ours and no keel.
Yeah, it's really cool. The camera probably won't pick up the audio from it, but like all you can hear, it sounds like a river, like a huge raging river. You can just hear the water.
The rapids.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Watching the footage on the drone screen, it was pretty hard to fathom the fact that only hours before we'd gone through the same place on our boat and it was almost calm. It absolutely blows my mind how quickly conditions can change on the ocean, whether it's the wind going from 0 to 25 knots in seconds, or a calm and tranquil passage transforming into whitewater rapids in a matter of hours. So here you can see the current is actually picking up in front of us. It's dying off most places, I think. Like we're past the peak in the rapids anyway, but it's picking up right in front of us. You can see those tiny whirlpools moving along. Was that stressful?
That was a little stressful. But we did it.
We did it! Woo! Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate every view, like, subscription, and comment.
We're running the rapids. Look at this. There's at least 6 inches under us. Look at us.
Going around this rock?
Quick, paddle hard. Go, go, go.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Lift your oar up. Paddle with the other one.
No!
You got it. You got it. Oh.
Crash! Oh no! Oh
No,
no!
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Paddle with the other one.
Oh no!
Go, 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 go. You're so close.
Oh my god! Never again. No, that wasn't that bad. Just a little embarrassing for me. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm paddling reverse right now.
And I have not paddled much in my life. This is a learning experience. Every time I paddle, it's a learning experience at this point.
Hey, we touched a little bit, but that was about it.
That wasn't bad.
You did really well.
Thanks, I guess.
For your first rapid.
For my first rapid. Paddling backwards.